You know what I tried last night was the Calm app. Never used it before, but I went to a sleep doctor, and I can get to that later. But he's like, hey, you should try the Calm app. So I took the Calm app, and I don't put headphones in because I'm afraid if I fall asleep with headphones in, that won't be good, or it'll be playing and my alarm won't go off. So I put it beside my bed, and I turn the volume up on my phone. And Caitlin's down. She's like, I'll listen to it too. And one of the options was Matthew McConaughey reading a story.
Oh, cool.
And I started it with Matthew McConaughey, and he's like, hey, I'm about to tell you a story. So first of all, I want you to take a deep breath. It just felt like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days was right next to me in the bed. And I couldn't take it seriously.
Yeah, you weren't getting calm.
No, I wasn't. Yeah. All right, first thing we're going to do, we're going to take 3 breaths through your nose.
All right.
All right. And I do it, and I'm like, I can't. So we flipped it over, and we listened to some British guy talk about the Nile River or something. And I fell asleep, but
that sounds like a snooze fest.
I mean, I think I was just tired.
Yeah.
But I called, I had an appointment with a sleep doctor because every night, right on schedule, I wake up about 4 hours into my sleep. I'm not taking anything anymore. I take nothing to no melatonin, nothing. I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. And so like clockwork, if I fall asleep at 8, I wake up at midnight. If I fall asleep at 10, I wake up at 2. And then I wake up and I'm up. So I'm talking to the sleep doctor, which took me 4 months to get into because I guess they're backed up like a lot of doctors' offices are. And so I had to do it virtually because I was not in the States. And he's like, okay, well, let's talk about this. I tell him my situation. And he says, okay, are you watching TV when you fall asleep? I am not. I haven't done it in 3 months. I've cut it.
Huh.
I've really tried to cleanse myself of every factor outside of just my brain so I can go, this is the root of the problem. I said, I am not. He says, do you take anything? I do not. Like, I'm good. I exercise. I eat pretty good. Like, everything that I'm doing should lead to a good night's sleep. I have a great bed. It's like everything is right. He said, okay, well, let's talk about, your stresses, your stressors. We talk about that. And then he says, you should hop on this Calm app because I think until we get you in a room to do a sleep study, this would be good for you. And so I spend $69.99 for a year. So now I'm invested. I'm going to have to listen to this thing working out just to get my money's worth now. So I was just talking to him about, some of the stuff that's happening in my life, I have a new therapist I'm going to today. Like, I'm really trying to figure out the sleep thing. And so did the Calm app, but I'd always heard from listeners that these sleep studies can be done in your own house now. And I was like, okay, that'll be fine. I don't know what I'll do. I'd lay down, put a mask on, wake up in the morning, mail the mask back, get my results.
Oh, that's awesome.
No, that's not what's happening with me. They want me to go to some Hilton by the airport and sleep.
A hotel.
Yeah.
By the airport.
I may have exaggerated that part, but that's what it felt like. It's for sure a Hilton. He's like, you got to come to the Hilton, by a college or something, and sleep. And I'm like, I'm supposed to come to you and sleep in a random room?
He's like, we set up a cot behind Waffle House. It's fine.
And so I'm a little nervous about that part of it.
Okay.
I don't know what I do when I sleep. I mean, probably my hands go in my pants, you know?
Yeah.
Well, ask Caitlin. What do I do when I sleep?
There's probably gas. I don't know.
We know that you talk like a girl.
I talk in an effeminate way,
yes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But are they going to have all this on camera? Mm-hmm. Or is this just...
I would assume they video it for...
Do they video it or do they monitor your vitals?
Research.
What research are you going to do with that? With me and and then do I sleep in my underwear? No shirt? I just have a lot of questions about what's going to happen. Are we sure this was a doctor I was talking to on the other side of Zoom? Mm-hmm. May I just... But that's what I'm doing. I'm going through that process. Because of that, I downloaded the Calm app, and I slept with Matthew McConaughey last night. Well, I tried to. It was unsuccessful. But that's what's happening right now in my life.
I'm curious to see how it goes. I mean, obviously, it'll keep us posted, but...
I don't know that I'm going to commit to going to the Hilton, though, in the next couple of weeks.
It doesn't seem right. Because
Christmas is coming up, but then it's just like, I'd rather do it in my house.
Yeah, and if you can't sleep well at home, how are you going to sleep well at Hilton?
Exactly.
How's that going to work?
Yeah, it's like you would think they've gotten to a point where maybe they can bring, obviously if they're monitoring you, they can bring someone to your house. Not you mail it in, but they come there and physically observe you.
Well, that's also weird too. They stand over the bed the whole time with a clipboard. That's what it seems like. All right, he just peed a little. Let's make a note of that.
You don't pee a little, do you?
I don't know what I do.
You're about to find out.
I just wake up 4 hours later and have no idea. What he did tell me to do, and this is something we've talked about on the show, and the note I made to share with our listeners, is that if you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't go to sleep in like the first 15 minutes, the doctor told me to get out of my bed, go into a different spot, open a book, and read the book until I'm tired again.
Oh.
Because me sitting there fighting myself to get to sleep is not going to put me asleep, especially after about 15 minutes. Like, you kind of have that grace period.
Yeah.
You go to the bathroom, you can fall back asleep. But after 15, 20 minutes, get up.
And it's specifically a book. Like, it can't be watch something.
I said, I love my phone. He said, don't get on your phone because the lights
light.
are stimulating your brain.
Right. Just clarifying, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
so
said,
a
don't
book.
binge something and don't get on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are right now.
Well, I don't know when you and Caitlin are for sure going to have kids, but I feel like you'll have no trouble sleeping
That's
come
right.
then. Like, I put the kids to bed last night and I crawled into bed and I literally like shut my eyes and I didn't wake up.
Hey, good for you. You bragging? Hmm?
A little. No, I'm like, hey, you have kids in your future, so. But then they cry and then. But are you going to get up or is Caitlin going to get up?
I don't know.
Okay.
I imagine I will be just as involved as she is.
Okay.
I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie, how did that go for you?
Nah, man, not involved at all. I never got up. Never.
Exactly.
Listen, I don't know, but I imagine I will be just as involved.
Especially if you have the twins that you want to have. Like, you're
Oh,
gonna
wouldn't
have
that be
one,
awesome?
And she's going to have one.
I was talking to her about, I'm going to have one of the twins.
You, like,
How's
if
that
they
coming
wake
out?
up.
Comes out of my butt, her front? What?
Okay. Why did it have to come out of your butt?
I don't have another
Yeah,
hole.
what else
You
is
have
gonna come
other
out of-
holes, your ear.
Comes out of your
It
ear.
ain't coming through my brain.
Well, it's already a miracle anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Okay.
Wait, you were going to say you talked
I
to
have
Caitlin.
to do the news.
Oh, but you talked to Caitlin about twins.
No, I've always told her, like, that would be great. She's like, for you?
Yeah.
She's like, but
Oh, okay. I
to
thought
me,
we had an update.
it's a once, no, there's no, I would especially wouldn't be like, well, guys,
It's funny you asked.
yeah. It would just be nice to have a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Two
Two and done.
call it,
Mm.
chunk the deuce. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, news time. Let's go.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
There are now some answers in the case of the hundreds of packages found dumped near an Alabama river. My theory was the guy just didn't want to deliver them and wanted to go home early. That was my theory. Authorities say DeAndre Charleston has owned up to dumping the packages between November 17th and November 24th. Of them, 153 packages were able to be scanned and identified, but another 247 couldn't be. In total, 450 customers were affected. They call it a mass dump. I will not. All worth just shy of $25,000. He said he did it because he had other issues going on in his life, and he just didn't want to deliver them.
Oh.
But-
That's simple.
I mean,
He just wanted to go home, be done with the day.
yeah.
He has been charged with 5 counts of cargo theft, and that source is News Nation Now. This story would be good for me if it worked. Zapping the brains of people with OCD could soon help them before symptoms even start. Around 1 in 50 people suffer from obsessive-compulsive disorder. Scientists have insight into brain signals that kick in before people start their rituals. They could help by brain stimulation. And I like to, only people in the room can see this. Listen, I have some mild OCD. There's no doubt about it. With
Mild?
a lot of things that I do in my life. I have a schedule I keep of what we do on the show, and I keep every segment, every bit. And when I'm done with it, I must block it out completely. It does not exist anymore.
With a fat marker.
With the biggest Sharpie you could possibly have.
Yeah.
The only Sharpie bigger would possibly be one at Cracker Barrel that you use with 2 hands. Because you know they have supersize everything.
Yeah, king size.
Kit Kats, Sharpies, checkerboards. But I have, and I won't say suffer because I think some of my OCD makes me better at what I do. But it does, at times, keep me from living a completely balanced life. But I would love it. Zap me away. 2 things I need to get. The zap, and I got to get the booster.
Yeah.
I've
2
been gone.
things.
I got to get the booster. Anybody boosted?
Boosted.
Yeah, did you get sick?
Wow.
No. Just took a little nap the next day, had a headache. That was it.
So you did have a headache?
Yeah, my wife got it, nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
Caitlin got sick after her last shots. I never did.
Neither did I.
The second one? Oh, that's
But
one.
either of them.
Oh, first one I was fine. Second one, I felt like I was sick for at least, 18 hours or so.
Well, I'll wait till next week and I'll get the old boosty. I want to be like that guy that got 10 of them. He got 10 shots. He got paid
He got
for
paid.
it. Yeah. Here's another story. A motorist involved in 2 unrelated fatal traffic accidents in 2008 and 2014 was caught driving a car last year, even though he'd been banned from doing so. In an attempt to get himself off the hook, listen to this. He gave false information to a police officer where he claimed to be his younger brother because he was in trouble. Problem is, the brother was wanted by cops as well. And was arrested.
So they took him in as the brother.
That's from something called Straits Times.
Funny.
And then a man was arrested 5 times in 3 days due to his resemblance of a wanted criminal. And so the story is mostly in that headline right there. He looks like a criminal they were looking for. So they kept turning him in, and he got arrested 5 times in 3 days.
Oh, my goodness.
What's funny to me is Mike D, who works on the show as he travels with me as my travel producer, but is also the head writer on the show. Mike, your name is that of a criminal as well, and you're often stopped.
Yeah, every single time because they have the exact same name as somebody they're looking for. So anytime they look at my passport, they're like, I think this could be the guy.
So he was stopped in a Canadian airport, and they put him in like a room for a long time. They wouldn't let him in when I was doing some stuff at ABC because he was going through the gates with me. They were like, we think you're a criminal.
Wow, what a pain.
I think if I were you, I'd get nervous every time.
Every time. Happened again.
Yeah.
Can't you get an asterisk added to your passport or something?
Just get a tattoo across your chest. Not me.
Yeah.
I don't know they asterisk passports, Amy.
Well, I don't know, just something, because, I mean, that is a huge pain to get flagged every time.
What about this dude? He's just at Burger King and they're arresting him.
5
know.
times.
Yeah. All right, that's the news. Thank you.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
I do want to hop in and grab a bunch of calls in a second. If you guys want to call us, 877-77-BOBBY. That's our phone number, 877-77-26229. I think that's the number. So we'll grab some of these calls. I will tell you about a commercial that I watched. This hasn't happened in years, but I got a tear from watching a commercial. I was so moved by the commercial that I was like, oh, thank God Caitlin's in the bathroom. I think she was like washing her face. I don't ever wash my face before I go to bed. She was like washing her face. And so I was watching this commercial and I got it. And then she walked in. She's like, what's up? I was like, no, nothing.
He sucked the tear up.
I'll tell you about that commercial. We'll grab some calls. All that next. Let's go to Megan in Florida, who is on the phone. Megan, good morning. Thanks for calling.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're doing pretty good. What can we do for you?
Good. No, I was just listening to your segment about the sleep studies, and I wanted to let you know that I was actually an office manager for a sleep lab, and you don't have to worry about anything. It's not bad at all. They do home sleep studies, and you don't have to worry about anybody coming to your home or standing over you. But it's a very easy process.
Mine is not a home study, and they said I would have to come to the Hilton. And I just feel like there could be pictures that exist after this floating on the internet.
And you're asleep and you don't know what they're going to do
Yeah.
to you.
You know what I'm saying?
Did they test out a pill?
Do I wake up? Are different parts of me sore? Are they I don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You know, do they put a glove on?
Yeah. All that.
Stop.
What? I have these concerns.
I know. This could be real.
Megan, so I'm a little scared. Okay.
Don't worry. That's completely normal. Everybody has those same kind of questions, and they do video it, but
Uh-oh.
I'm on a feed somewhere. I can't do this. I can't.
She said
it's
but.
just monitoring. It's just monitoring, and they can't leak it out anywhere. The HIPAA violations are so big right now, they would get in so much trouble if that leaked out to the internet. So it's super safe, super protected. It's not going to get out to anyone or anywhere. So,
But I sleep in my underwear, okay? And what if I have to go to the bathroom and I get up and there's video of me in my underwear walking to the bathroom? Somebody's going to see that.
No, it's only in the room.
No, I'm not saying of me peeing. I'm saying when I get out of bed, am I going to have to wrap myself in a sheet so people don't look at me?
It's like you're in a
Well,
swimsuit.
when people come to our sleep lab, we ask them to wear like shorts, comfy shorts, and maybe a T-shirt because they do put some equipment on you.
I'm
So,
wearing a turtleneck
comfy
and
clothes.
jeans. You guys are out of your mind. Okay, Megan, I know you're trying to settle me. I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's not bad, though, I promise.
All right. Bye-bye, Megan. By the way, Eddie and I are playing Strawberry Festival in March, I believe. That's near Tampa. And so if you guys want to get tickets, go to ragingidiots.com. We didn't announce it on ticket day because we were doing St. Jude. We were doing other more important stuff. But if you guys want to come to watch Eddie and I at Strawberry Festival, ragingidiots.com. Let's go to Monster in North Carolina. Monster, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. What's going on?
Morning, Bobby. Good morning, studio.
Morning.
So, real quick, congratulations, Eddie, on the blended family and 2 Lunchbox with the newborn. I'm a father with baby number 9 on the way this month. But real quick,
Whoa.
guys, the whole chef thing, Amy, tell your friend it's totally okay. It's totally normal. It's one of the biggest compliments you can do. My dad was a head chef for years. Just by simply saying, I'll have, you're basically telling the chef, I put all my trust in your menu, what you crafted, what you perfect. It's no different than getting reviews on some electronic device that you're purchasing. You're getting the reviews or recommendations from what he has crafted over the years. So it's not a baller thing. The best thing you could do is sometimes even call if the chef is available, if he could come out and thank him for the meal, the meal, and tip him as well. So It's not a baller thing. It's a great compliment.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But let's talk about these 9 kids. Mm-hmm. Like we're burying the headline
Yes, sir.
here. You're about to have your 9th?
Yes, sir. I'm 45 years old. I got my 9th child on the way. This will be the 6th girl, 3 boys, and I already have my oldest daughter, who's 23, already has 3 grandbabies for me. So my beautiful, and I just proposed on Friday to my beautiful woman that is giving me my 9th child. They were pregnant 3 times together. They thought that was kind of hilarious. But she's on listening to you right now, but she's ready to pop. December 27th. Wish me luck, Bobby.
So I have a lot of questions here.
Good luck.
Because your sample size is so large, right? You have 8 kids. You're about to have your 9th. Is there anything that you have seen, if you do, will allow a boy versus a girl?
So I've heard all these things and these gimmicks. If you go to bed angry, it produces more testosterone. You have a son. If you go to bed and you're making love, you produce more girls. I don't find it God's going to bless you with what God's going to bless you with. And we're very blessed to have amazing kids. And I work 3 jobs to take care of them. I don't let the taxpayer money give me, not that it's a bad thing, but I don't collect unemployment and disability and stuff. So, just work hard and pray for a happy, healthy baby. Like Amy was very blessed to get her kids. I'm so happy for Eddie. I love that they're a blended family. And I love that they don't use stepchild and stuff. So, yeah, there's nothing you can really do except you put it in God's hands and you just have as many kids as you want as long as you can take care of them. But there's a theory to it. I got 9 kids now. And if they do half of what Dad does, that's 36 grandbabies, 9 kids. I'll never live in an old folks home. Someone's taking me in.
Yeah, what's the motivation to having all these kids for you?
Caregivers. When he's older.
So I come from it's only me and my sister, but I have a lot of cousins. They were, I was the 14th grandchild born, and I was the first boy, and I was born on Father's Day, so all the uncles went crazy. And I said if I could have, I never wanted kids, but when I had my first child, if I could have kids and I could take care of them, I wanted to have a really big family because I missed the Sunday meals that we used to have back when I was up in Philadelphia, but I ended up staying in the Marine Corps forever. So I just stayed down here and met this beautiful woman. But a big family can be really great, especially around holidays. It's great to see them all get together. It's great when they open up gifts. It's fun when you have picnics in the summer.
Yeah.
Okay, so is the woman you're about to marry the mom of all 9 kids? Y'all just haven't gotten married yet? Oh.
No, I think I'm talking to Amy. Amy, no. We met 7 years ago. I said I never wanted to get married. I failed 3 marriages. I don't know if I really failed, but I was so committed to the Marine Corps that the marriages didn't work. And long story short, I met her when I got out of the Marine Corps. And I said I never wanted to get married. We had kids together, and someone said, don't let your failures or mistakes in other marriages that didn't work out affect your relationship now. And I proposed Friday at a restaurant that we actually had our first dinner date 6 years ago. So
this will be your 4th marriage?
Yes. So I was married 3 times in the Marine Corps. I married my high school sweetheart right out of school. I was in the Marine Corps. She didn't want to be away from home. Long story short, she just wanted to move back home. It didn't work out. So I'm pretty civil with them. We have kids, but this is Crystal's. That's who I'm with now. This is Crystal's 5th push, and we're extremely excited. And we're hoping within the next 9 months to 12 months we'll be married and,
having more? Are
9 kids later.
Are you trying to have a full decade, like a 10 spot?
So, no, Bobby, everyone jokes because I love wrestling and college wrestling team is 10, but we're absolutely done. We were not expecting the last 3. I know what caused that, of course. But, so, no, this is it. 9 is a baseball team. We're totally good. They don't make many vehicles to haul everybody around.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, thank you for serving as well.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh, no problem. And Amy, tell your husband I said thank you for his service, too. I am a huge fan of veterans and people that are serving because there's just not many people that still want to do it. So
let me ask one final question here. Do you have kids with all of the wives?
Yes. So I am a blended family of, this will be our 9th. My first wife, I only have one with her. She is amazing. She's in college. My oldest, when I met her, I was a general's driver. I met her mom when we were working together. I have no biological kids with her, but I've been with her since she's 4. I still talk to her. She's one of those amazing kids where, hey, Dad, even though she's 23 and married, like, I'm a little short on rent. Well, how much are you short? $900. Well, what's your rent? $900. You still help them out. So I've been like Eddie. They are my kids. She's 23. She's still mine. So my second wife, no biological, but I have my beautiful 23-year-old since she was 4.
Right.
And then my third wife, she had a son named Kai. He's amazing. And I met him when he was 3, and we got married. We had a son, and that didn't work out so well. No big deal. We both went our separate ways. I stayed in the Marine Corps. She went.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that they were really bad. It's just when you're gone, I did 38 countries, 37 states, and 3 combat tours. So when you're gone, that's hard on women to take care of the kids, the dogs, the family, the bills. And then, they get lonely. And then sometimes there's just people that sneak in and they try to soothe them, and it's all good.
Wait, what?
You can use your imagination.
So
on that one.
he's hinting that the women found someone else to cuddle up with while he was gone.
Well, listen, this call was all about him saying, hey, asking the chef to come out. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it turned into quite the bio of a guy named Monster.
Yeah.
We forgot, too, that his name was Monster when I
Oh,
picked up.
I missed that part.
This is just multi-layered. We just started peeling back the onions.
Does anyone else feel like Monster sounds like Dr. Oz? Could it be Dr. Oz acting like someone else?
I don't hear Dr. Oz.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all I kept hearing.
No, I don't hear Dr. Oz. Right. Hey, Monster, we appreciate you. Thank you for calling, and thanks for providing us, 8 minutes of content here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Hey, congratulations to the new dads. I'm so excited for you. Bobby, I'm so excited for you to be a dad. And Amy, tell your husband thank you for his service.
Will do.
You got it, Monster. Hey, keep rocking.
God bless.
All right, see ya. Yeah, he's got like 3 kids left in him. I have a feeling. He's got like 3 more left in him. All right,
I
well.
love it. And then a little sliver that was in there that we never went back on was that he said, I never wanted kids.
No, or get married.
Or the sliver we didn't really invest in either was, somebody came and comforted him. We made a quick reference and then,
Oh,
like
so
it.
much.
see, that's the deal. When you're live, you don't know what's going to happen here on this show. All right, just give us a second. We are obviously way over time. We'll come back in a second. I will play you an artist that I haven't been a real fan of anyone in a long time because I hear all the music and there's some good, some not, but mostly it all kind of is the same to me. However, there's a new project that I'm like, man, this is really good and really different. I'll play you some of that. We'll grab some more calls. Just give us a second. Back in a minute. Tomorrow we'll draft our favorite Christmas movies. So be ready for that. Tomorrow morning. Ba-na, ba-na. Briston in Mississippi is on the phone. Briston, what's going on?
How's it going, Mr. Bobby?
Pretty good, buddy. What's happening?
Oh, not much, man. Hey, dude, I just wanted to tell you thank y'all for what y'all do, man. My grandfather has got cancer, and my dad passed away not long ago, and I just want to thank y'all, man. Y'all get me through the day, dude. I mean, y'all do an awesome job, bro. You and the whole crew.
I appreciate that. Sorry you're going through that with your dad and your grandpa.
Yeah, I know, man. But y'all get me through the day, man. Like I say, y'all do great. Y'all have a great show, man.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to tell you guys that.
Well, we appreciate that call, and good luck to you, man. Hopefully the rough road gets a little easier for you.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
All right, buddy.
I hope so, because it's been pretty rough lately. But I appreciate you guys.
All right, Briston. See you later.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. This is Larry in Mississippi who left us a voicemail last night.
Hey, Bobby Bones. Good morning, studio. I was just listening to the podcast on the conspiracy theories of Bobby Bones, and I just had a question for Bobby. If you could get your eyes fixed, would you still wear the glasses? And then another question I wanted to ask was, I read a while back that when you first moved to Nashville, you actually started a negative campaign about yourself on billboards and whatnot. I'd love to hear more about that.
All right, to answer both of your questions. One, probably now, if I could get my eye fixed, I would still wear glasses at times because I'm such a generic white guy that people just know me from my glasses. Probably now because they've just been stated and anything that I do on camera. So, yes, but my eye can't be fixed because it's actually in my brain. I've been to every doctor. They all say the same thing. This is not an eye problem. This is something that happened upon birth, and it's, your noggin.
Yeah.
So, two, yes, and in my first book, I write about it at length. My book's called Bare Bones. But when we moved to Nashville, we were hated. I mean, we didn't get on social media for 2 years and really look at replies. And so I thought, well, if everybody already hates us, let's see what we can do here. So I bought some billboards, massive billboards, and just said, go away, Bobby Bones. And I didn't tell anybody on the show.
No, we had no idea.
I didn't tell anybody at the company.
I was like, who bought these? This is so rude.
And years later, I revealed it in my book. Mm-hmm. And it was really one of the greatest things I ever did. Because people started to go, that people that didn't know who I was, who is this guy, Bobby Bones? Who's the guy with the dumb name? What's he doing? And then other people were like, who's spending money to make this guy go away? So for me, I look back at our time here and go, man, I'm really glad I did that. I needed that. We needed that, But yes, I did. But you can read Bare Bones, and it's all in there for you. Here is another voicemail from last night.
Does Amy have a pinky toe?
What?
Well, there's a conspiracy theory about Amy that she does not have a pinky toe.
On Earth?
I have pinky toes on both feet. Yeah. Why is that a thing?
I don't know. Yesterday's show, we talked about things that are written about me that just aren't true. For example, my eyes really aren't messed up, that I wear glasses is fake. I'm really not 6 foot tall. I didn't grow up poor. It's just stuff people make up because they know it'll get clicks or responses. Mm-hmm. And I guess the pinky toe one's got... I've never seen with my own eyes. Huh. You could be lying right now.
No, I have pinky
Show
toes.
the toe.
No.
Show the toe.
Show the toe.
No. That's weird.
Yeah.
Is this a way to get my pinky toe?
At one
she
point,
asked it in such a way.
Play that clip again.
Does Amy have a pinky toe?
Oh, maybe she wants to know.
Wow.
I'm good. At one point on the show, what?
Who was the race car driver that wanted to see Amy's feet?
Tony Stewart.
Oh, he did see my feet.
Oh, he liked them.
I was wearing sandals, and he complimented my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he said. Something like, "You have nice feet, Lunchbox."
I think he said.
He said you have nice feet, Lunchbox? I think that was not
No,
for you then.
I'm
he looked at
asking
those and he goes-
Lunchbox because he was there.
He said, "Man, those are some really nice feet you got there."
Yeah, I mean it was aggressive. It wasn't like I like your shoes, or like a way to compliment the feet without complimenting the feet.
Mm-hmm.
It was straight for the feet.
Yeah, that's weird. You can leave us a voicemail at any time. We're not on the air. So call us, 877-77-BOBBY. One of the questions I get the most is, and a lot of times I don't answer it because it's like somebody asking me in written form, like, hey, what's good right now? And if I'm being fully transparent, a lot of the stuff that comes out now sounds very similar, and I don't spend a lot of time with it, other than I'll listen to the radio songs and be like, yeah, good or not good. But again, there's a problem. You could work in any format, and it would feel the same. But everything just sounds the same. You know, I love the Stapleton stuff. There are certain things I do love, but for the most part, whatever. All the dudes sound the same, you know. But I did find this Morgan Wade record, and I was telling you guys about it a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to play some of the songs here. This is the only project that I've been a real fan of the whole thing in probably 3 years, other than a Stapleton record. But where I listened to the whole thing and I'm like, man, this is so good that if like she doesn't become a star or it doesn't become massive, like I don't understand anymore and I should just leave. I should just quit. So, because I'm assuming you guys haven't listened to it.
No.
Okay. Let's play a little bit from the beginning of the song Reckless. Here you go.
Going too fast down the wrong way, swimming out past where the waves break. I don't know where I'm going now. I see no signs of slowing down. Trying to make sense of this whole thing. Everybody runs from something someday. I don't have a clue who I am without you. Ooh, you had me thinking I was okay. Ooh, but then you turned around and left me. Reckless, no headlights, driving too fast.
And she has tattoos all up her neck.
Oh,
her
she
knuckles.
has.
It's awesome.
She has over 100 tattoos.
You've met her?
Yeah, I interviewed her. I did a full interview
Oh.
in here with her for Women of iHeartCountry, and
I've
she's
never met her.
amazing.
Was she good live?
Oh yeah, she's great.
Wow, look at you. Amy's one step ahead.
She knows.
Yeah. Okay, here's another one. This is Matches and Metaphors.
It's raining at my house, is it raining at yours? When it rains it pours, to hell with the metaphors. I want you so bad, I think I might die. I'm sorry, I keep feeding you these lines, but I sure like your sounds. And if you were here, I'd love to give you hot and lay down. I want you hanging around. I've been needing something good. Hey, baby, can I use you right now?
What if all of her tattoos were fake, like my eyes being messed up? Because you just believe her because she's so. You're like, well, she has some story to tell.
Yeah.
Like, regardless. Like, she has neck. I mean, I could never pull off a neck tattoo. Could I?
No.
Yeah.
No. Nope. You can't. Nope.
No. What would I get? What would I get if I were to get a neck tattoo?
What do you mean?
Flames.
No, that's too hardcore. Like, I would need something like a SpongeBob or something on my neck. You know, something that's not so hardcore, but you're still like, that guy did it. He got a neck tattoo. In this, we can play a hook of her single. This is her single, Wilder Days.
You say you hate the smell of cigarette smoke. You only used to smoke when you drank. When you lived in Chicago and you where the wind blows. I wish I'd known you in your wilder days.
We haven't stopped down on this show and just been like, here's all this music from this artist until now. But I'm just a massive fan of Morgan Wade. Also, it's interesting, her name's almost like Morgan Wallen, which Morgan W.A., I mean, that's probably confusing for a lot of playlists when you're pulling it up, Morgan Wa,
Yeah.
and it probably pulls up Wallen. But man, she is great. I'm just a massive fan. I've never met her. Amy apparently is BFFs.
No, but I did spend about an hour with her. And
I'm nervous that people, when I really like people's like music, they come in and they can't play live.
Oh no, she performed live. She did Wilder Days. She did a cover of the Chicks. She said that was like the Chicks were a big inspiration for her growing up. She grew up in a small town in Virginia, and
She carry a knife.
I did not ask her. But her eyes in person,
Yeah.
she might have one of the most beautiful pair of eyes I've ever seen.
You know, I'm not going to comment on that, but
Well, I'm just saying. They were
pair of
stunning.
eyes. Sometimes you see a beautiful one eye, or what?
One better than
Amy's
the
like, hey, that dude had a great singular eye. The other one sucked, but his left one rocked.
Because then I started to feel like, should I even say this? And so I said it awkwardly. But sometimes people have different colored eyes. Hers are both the same. Both very
so
pretty.
rare.
Even my dogs have different colored eyes. Okay, so her name is Morgan Wade. I don't know her. I haven't met her, but I'm such a big fan of her entire album that it's the only thing that I've just turned on since Casey's last record, not so much, but since like Casey's Golden Hour record or Stapleton Records or Old Dominion, I do. Other than that, I'm like, I'll check out a couple songs and I'm good.
Something cool that she mentioned was that, like, she didn't know. She knew she always wanted to kind of do this, and it wasn't until maybe 19 she ever performed live in front of anybody. She had just kind of been doing her thing privately, not knowing if she was ever going to be able to go out there and do it. And then she did it at 19, went out there, first performance. I just thought that was interesting later in life, but knowing at like 13, 14, 15, that's what she wanted to do.
Ray's telling me I need to wrap this up.
Oh, okay. Wrap it up.
Thank you all for listening, and I think we'll bid you a fond farewell from this hour. We'll be back in just a minute.